So in this video, we're going to see how we can add the different subjects to different classes. Now, we don't see where we can do that because we don't have the permission to do that. We've been doing all this because we had the permission to set up the school. Now, we need to give ourselves the permission to do other things concerning academics. This is the particular user that I'm targeting. So I think let's give ourselves the permissions to manage those subjects, assign, also do stuff so that we don't have to return here. um, Promoting, this will be on the extras. I'm not going to do a video about promoting now. It will come at the end when we are transitioning through terms. So we are supporting nursery, we are supporting primary, we are supporting ordinary level, old curriculum. I'm going to leave out the ordinary level old curriculum because it is actually phasing out at the time I'm recording this video. This is second term of 2023 and they are doing their last exam, and then the old curriculum is phasing out. So I'm not going to do much about it. If you need the guidance about it, you can always use the helpline and we can guide you through there. But going forward, we are transitioning to the new curriculum. So it also supports advanced level. Okay, so if we reload this, now we have access to the academics tab. So there are many things about the academics tab, but what we are going to look at now is adding the subject to the class. So you come on academics, add subject to class. So you select that primary. In P1, they are doing English, numbers, literacy 1A and literacy 1B. And then say these are mandatory subjects. Add those ones to that class. Then if there are other subjects that are basically not going to compute to the final grades of the student, you can add them to that class or to that student to that class, but as optional. For example, religious education. Let's add religious education. We can fall back to our subjects quickly. Religious education. This is either Islam or Christianity. We are assigning it to primary so that when we are doing here religious education is optional. That is for the case of primary. You want the subject to appear on the report, but you don't want it to contribute to the final result of that student, but it should also appear there. So this is the arrangement. I'm going to take a class in the lower primary and then another class in the upper primary. Let's do P4 transition class. English, mathematics, integrated science. The other one is supposed to be social studies. I don't have social studies yet, so let's first add these ones. So in case you didn't add the subject, you can always go and add the subject to the list. So I will quickly add social studies. known as SST, primary, so that I am able to add it to a primary class. Before social studies, also mandatory. So for this demo purposes, I'm taking a class in the lower and a class in the upper primary. We do the same to the O level. I'm taking senior one. Now, when it comes to O level, the subjects that are done by the whole class, everyone in that class does those subjects. You make them mandatory when you are doing this category. The subjects that are going to be electives, some students do them, some students do not do them. Or some students do papers on that subject and some students do not do papers on that subject. That one lies under optional. So when we are going to do assigning electives to students, this one, the system will look for the optional subjects that are in that class. They are the ones from which it will pick the electives to assign to students. So when you are assigning the subjects to the students, ensure that the ones you are assigning mandatory are actually done by all class, and the optional are the ones which are selected by the students. So let me begin with mandatory. For example, geography, English, mathematics, chemistry, physics, mhm. Do we have biology? I haven't added biology. I'm going to add it. Mhm. This is fine art. Chemistry I have already put. So there is not much science about it, as long as you have put them in their right places. This one will help us in the selection. I think for senior one, let me just give them all. We are going to do the selection when we are doing senior three. Some literature. So we are having 9 subjects so far. All the subjects that they are supposed to do, you put them there. So let's go to another class for A level. Now let's do O level, senior 3. Geography is done by all. English is done by all. Mathematics is done by all. So those that are done by all, you first choose them and you assign them to the students. I am not seeing biology. I'm going to add biology. The rest, you group them under electives. So I will come back again and choose. Now the physical education, they can choose whether they are taking it or not. I think even okay, Islam, others choose Islam, others choose Christianity. The Luganda, the computer, the commerce, the accounts, the entrepreneurship, all those ones. You put them on the side of electives like Swahili, the literature, the fine arts. So you make them optional so that when you're doing electives, they will pop up. Now, when it comes to A level, every subject in A level is taken to be optional, including GP, including subsidiary math. Reason is we want them to appear in the other pool when we are assigning the subjects to the teachers, to the students, I mean to say. Some divinity. Okay, so for A level, we make all the subjects optional. So you can come and verify here. So for the subjects which are assigned to classes that require competencies, we are going to have another video about managing competencies. They will have the competency button. And for the subjects which do not need competency, like the A level subjects, we will not have it. So in case you misplaced the subject, you can remove it from that class and put it where it is supposed to be. So in our next video, we are going to see how to manage staff, the staff members. Thank you.